All right, you wonderful people. Happy Wednesday. Good to see you. Big waves to you. Come on, Bill. There we go. Now we can go. Bill Salen is waving from Missouri, saying hi to everybody. Good to see you. Guys, I love y'all so much. Really, really appreciate you. Cheryl Elliott, we're praying for you today on your doctor's visit. And just so everybody knows, Cheryl stumbled, had a little fall or a big fall and got her arm all up in the problem. So we're praying for you, lady. The word for today might be a great word for you too, Cheryl. It's adversity. Adversity. If you're down to one arm, and you're used to two, that's some adversity right there. So we look at the definition. It's a state of hardship or affliction, misfortune, adverse fortune, or fate, a condition or a state marked by misfortune, calamity, distress, or unhappiness. It's a rough definition. I mean, you read it, you're like, wow, that's tough. But here's where I chose to go with adversity. Pursue your goals, even in the face of difficulties, and convert adversities into opportunities. Let me ask you a question. Let's take Miss Cheryl Elliott this morning, where she had a fall. She's down to one arm because her other is hurt and broke. But what could she gain from this right here with this adversity? It's maybe perspective, maybe how grateful she is when she has both. Like I just look at my life, and there's so much that I can pull from just that quote: pursue your goals, even in the face of difficulties, and convert your adversities into opportunities. So many times I'm sitting in traffic, I'm impatient. How am I changing that adversity to opportunity and looking at it in a different way? Does that make sense? Because out of adversity comes opportunity. Benjamin Franklin said that years ago. Out of adversity comes opportunity. And there's so many times, especially in my business, that I've had adversity and I've just wanted to pull the sheets over my head. Like I've just wanted to go, you know what? There's got to be something easier out there to do to make a living. But I've also, the longer I've stepped through it, I come out on the other side and I go, man, there's so many opportunities that comes from the adversity. And I think about the other day, I said something for a lot of you that are networkers, that might have had adversity, had teams, and then you don't have teams, and you got teams, and you don't have teams. But through it, you're like, man, this has been tough. But if you were to step back and go, but today I'm more debt free than I was when I started because of what I learned. So it's all about perspective and how you're looking at things. And so is Coach Meyer here?
She just texted saying that she is working on getting here.
Okay, that's fine. I got more. I got more for everybody. I'm not done. So when life knocks you down, what do? It is your reaction. It is my reaction to adversity, not the adversity itself, that determines how life's story will be developed. Does that make sense? It's the reaction to the adversity. Do you dust yourself off? Do you get up? Do you keep moving forward? Do you curl up in a ball, pull the sheets over your head and give up? Like, how do you react to the adversity that's given? Adversity takes many forms and affects people different. And it's what matters is how we choose to react when adversity strikes, because it's going to strike, right? We can read the good book and we know that adversity is going to strike. So how do we react? How do we overcome? If we want to master our lives, Brent Palmer, I'm talking to me, learn how to overcome adversity, learn how to react different to adversity and during hard times. How do I do that? Number one, believe in myself more. Believe in me. God made me. That's pretty. I mean, if you think about you, Hill Blue, like you were made, you're unique, buddy, right? You got qualities, man. And number two, drop the negative self-talk. I can't do it. I can't drop the T and the apostrophe. I can do it. God made me to do it. Practice self-compassion. This is something we all need more of. Don't be so hard on yourself. You're not perfect. I'm not perfect. Ask for help. Right? Man, adversity strikes. Sometimes you got to reach out and ask for help. Find the silver lining. It's tough. Man, it's rough. But here's some silver linings in this that we can pull from, and then create a game plan. I wholeheartedly, what I gathered from adversity is some of the greatest that's ever been in our world. When adversity and hard things strike, they pull together and they create a game plan. They knuckle up. They get up, they dust themselves off, they knuckle up and go, here's the game plan. Here's where we're going. Coach Myra.
Hey,
I was jacked up today. Now I'm
I
telling you.
know it. Well, I apologize for being late, but I was on time, and for whatever reason, we've got new computers and it switched over to something, and when it was loading, of course, it probably was user error at first, but the first time ever I've had trouble signing in from my work computer. So anyway, good morning. Again, I apologize for being late. Coach, the message, the little I heard of yours was very good. So I'm just going to jump right in it. Let me just ask everybody. So what is adversity? I think each and every one of us probably have a different perspective on that word. Well, it's when things seem to be going against you. Circumstances of a situation, they just go south and just simply a stroke of bad luck. That is adversity. And it hits us. You know, so how do we handle it when it develops? Each and every one of us have had some major adversity in our lives. Sometimes I handled mine terribly, and then sometimes I handled it okay. And I bet you can say the same. So what do? Do you panic? Do you automatically start the blame game? Well, that's not my fault because somebody else did this. That's why this is happening to me. Do you act like it's not happening at all in the middle of the storm and then just block it out of your mind and don't address it at all? Do you hit it head on and figure out a way to get through it? I hope we all choose the latter. It's difficult. It's very difficult to make that last one decision. Think about this. Another question for you. Have you ever looked at adversity when you're going through something that is very difficult and you make the choice to look for the blessing in it? I mean, immediately, when adversity has stricken in the past, do you immediately look for the bad? Or have you looked for a way that good could come out of it? You know, on Coach's Corner, we talk about choices all the time. We talk about making choices all the time. So why not choose to fight to find the good in your adversity? It's very hard to do, but if we'll use this method, I promise you that you will see that light at the end of the tunnel much, much sooner than if you don't choose that way. You know, by choosing the positive approach, we'll acquire qualities such as persistence, self-control, self-confidence, and curiosity from our experiences with that mean old adversity. You know, so how can we stand strong in the face of adversity? Well, I'm gonna give you a few little notes here. We got to set our expectations for a positive outcome. That's that choice, setting the expectation for a positive outcome. Mental toughness is not about avoiding conflict. Again, what is that choice? We have to strengthen our self-control. We not let our emotions get the best of us. Guilty. I've let them get a hold of me, set me back. Always, always silence the negative talk and the negative thoughts. Do everything you can to get through this situation, and then guess what? Let it go. Let it go. You've done everything you can. Let it go. So in closing, just remember this. Adversity brings out resilience. Through resilience, we're able to be bolder and more level-headed. Our character is strengthened, and we're able to move on from a painful circumstance. We are able to get past it. So the next time adversity hits you right between the eyes, choose to hit it head on in the most positive way possible. Because y'all remember, we've always got a choice. We've always got a choice. So hope you make the right decision and make the right choices the next time adversity hits you right between the eyeballs. I know you will. But thank you. Enjoyed seeing you guys the last couple of days. I'll see you next week. Love y'all.
Coach,
Hey,
that's a great word. Just so y'all know, they're not coming to get me yet.
oh, okay, good.
Hang on, Vince. Hang on, Vince. I need you, buddy. Hey, have a great day out there. Happy Wednesday. Thanks for the lesson this morning,
Yes.
Coach. I'm like this. I'm like, I
No,
feel like Rocky today. with
bring it on.
adversity.
Yeah. All right. Bye, guys. Love y'all.
Love you guys. Have a great day.
You fired up today, Brent.
Fired up, Hill.
Blessings.
Thank
Let's go
you.
get this day.
I love the energy. Thank y'all. Thank you so much.